Hello, I'd like to talk today a little bit about the events in Syria and the deaths of many people from a chemical weapons attack. The perpetrators of this deed, as of today, are unknown. There is no evidence as to which side the Assad government or regime or the rebels were responsible for this action. The Americans and the British blame the Assad regime. The Russians and the Assad government blame the rebels. It seems to me, unfortunately, that the BBC in my own country is biased against the Assad government. And unfortunately, in a country such as Russia, the reporting is biased for the Assad government. And there are various other stakeholders in this conflict, particularly the Iranians and the Israelis, the British, the Americans, and the Russians, the Syrian government and the rebels. But as we must understand, the only true stakeholders that matter are the innocent people who are killed. And so it is important that we are able to use reason to get to the bottom of this matter. It seems to me there is bias. For example, the Russians have a naval base in Syria, which enables them to have nuclear-powered warships in the Mediterranean. And so they are stakeholders in this conflict. They supply arms to the Syrians. And because of this, they have a biased view in support of the Assad government. I've watched many news reports, American and British, and I cannot yet recall, I may be wrong, hearing one representative of the Assad government give their point of view. I've heard the rebels give their point of view time and time again. This is clearly unfair on both sides, and it's clear bias. And in a modern democracy, this cannot be allowed, particularly when many, many people on both sides of this conflict are dying needlessly. And so I call upon, it seems to me the Americans and the British are set on, firstly, using the issue of the chemical weapons attack to attack the perpetrators, who they, without any evidence, believe is the Assad regime. Now, it may well be the case that it is the Assad regime behind this, but we really don't want a kind of weapons of mass destruction fiasco. We need law, we need international law to decide what is behind this. We can't have nations, even if they are our own nations, acting unilaterally to invade countries, to change their governments, particularly if it's in our interest to do so. Perhaps that we wish to use this as a precursor to invade Iran, for example, and the oil interests there. And so I call upon all citizens to spend some time examining the facts from all angles. It is possible now to read foreign news stations on the internet and to get different perspectives on this issue. and hopefully side with the only government, if you like, that really matters. That's the government of these people, these innocent people, and their interests. And this is what we should side with, not take partisan approach of supporting whoever own government happens to be. So, thank you.